Okay, you guys, thank you so much for hopping on here tonight. Okay, so Mandy and we just wanted to talk really quick with you guys about Friday deals that are coming. I'm pretty sure that it's tonight on the Sunday night corporate call that they're going to be announcing what the Black Friday deals are for the week. So rather than sitting here and like waiting for them to say the deals and then us figure out what we're going to do, we thought we could share with you guys some things that you can all be doing as you get ready for the Black Friday deals to start. And then also, like, once they get started, some things that you guys can do to like just take advantage of the deals. So first thing is gonna be like before they get announced, or even once they get announced and before they start, is making sure that you're writing down like your potentials, like people that you're talking to about the products. And if you like really want to be like ahead of it, like writing down like what product you talk to them about. That way, like, say they come out with the Black Friday deal and it's for coffee. Well, you're going to be able to pull out your list and look and be like, oh, I talked to Stephanie about the coffee. I'm going to make sure I tell her about this. You know what I mean? Or this person, they were talking to me about wraps. This Black Friday deal is about the wraps. I'm going to make sure that they know about this. Something you can quickly do. Now, I get it. Like, you might not be able to go back and write all your potentials for the last like 8 months. So, what you could do in that case is make sure like you're going to search your messenger, like once these are, and search like coffee, search, skin, whatever keywords. That way it can bring up those conversations because you want to make sure that we're not going to miss anybody with these deals. Like that's something like I was just talking to Mandy about. Like something super important is you want to make sure everybody knows about these deals. They're only for a limited time. They don't happen, often. So we want to make sure that everybody's taken advantage of. So first of all, you want to tell your potentials about what these deals are. And you guys, like even people who told you that they didn't have the money to order right now, tell those people about these deals. Okay. Even people that you thought, they said, I'm not ready. I don't have the money. I'm going out of town after the holidays. Who I don't care their reason. Tell them because you never know if you're like, hey, I know that maybe it wasn't the best time, but I just want to let you know that they just announced XYZ and it's only for a limited time. Because sometimes, like, whenever it's like a limited time or it's a really good deal, people like want to get in on that. And you'll be surprised, like someone who didn't have money like 3 days ago is suddenly going to come up with money that they can spend only because they like a deal. So that's something I want you guys to remember is don't count anybody out like when you're going to be telling them about what these Black Friday deals are. Mandy, do you have anything that you want to add about potentials, like when it comes to letting them know about the Black Friday deals?
The only thing I keep thinking about, and I don't know why this like keeps running through my head, but you know how like on TikTok like right now and like reels and stuff, like they keep talking about girl math. Like that's what keeps running through my head is about like, oh, like if you spend so much money, like you're gonna get free shipping and like these things like I know that I'm very, very guilty of like I will spend an extra $50 even though the shipping might only be 15 because I'm gonna get free shipping. And I'm like, I could rather get like product. And I know that obviously I'm not the only one that thinks this way, or there wouldn't be like this whole segment on girl math. So like even though they tell you I don't have any money or I'm not ready or after the holidays message me, like this is like a very big thing. Like just tell them about it. We only do these once a year and they're really like normally they're really good deals.
Yes. So I love that. Yeah, people, when there's a deal, people will spend money. They like it. So, okay, so something not only talking to your potentials about what these Black Friday deals are, but what about your people who are already existing customers? Typically, whenever they do these Black Friday deals, and I don't know the specifics, so I'm not sure, but just in the past, typically it's for like new customers and existing customers. So it can be like one-time orders and even existing distributors. But going back through and telling people who are your customers already about the Black Friday deals, even if it's people that turned off their auto ships. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I write down like every time I sign. I'm not really good at writing down my potentials. I'm working on that, but I am very good about writing down when I do enroll somebody as a customer or distributor. So I can go to my notebook and literally month after month after month, I have my enrollment. So I can very easily go through and message people that have already been customers, letting them know like, hey, I didn't know if or just be like, hey, I didn't know if you saw, but we have Black Friday deals that just announced, and let them know what they are. And I'm doing that for people, like I said, that have their auto ship turned off. Even people that I thought that didn't like the products. Maybe they like said, oh, I'm going to turn off my auto ship. It's just not really for me or whatever. Tell those people about the deals. Like you would be so surprised the people that would want information or be interested in ordering that you didn't think they would. So again, just making sure that you're not counting anybody out, because at the end of the day, this is only for a limited time. And there might be somebody that's like, maybe I didn't like it before, but maybe it was like a crazy time in their life and they feel like they didn't get to like use them, the way they wanted to. Maybe there's outside factors affecting how they were using them. Just making sure that you're telling these people about the deals, because you never know who's going to want to take advantage of it. And I know this might seem like, oh, like no brainers, but it kind of like gets crazy. Like once they announce them and I don't even know what they are, and they might be like super insane. And I'm like, not even going to be able to think straight. But just leaving no stone like unturned. Mandy, anything on existing customers?
So what I was thinking, this all my random thoughts that come to my head, is that a lot of times when people turn their auto ship off, it's not really because they don't like the products or it's not working out. It's because they don't have money and they don't want to say like, hey, I'm like running short. So like I've had a lot of people that have ordered back like whenever they've turned them off, like because of the Black Friday deal. And sometimes I just message them and I'm like, oh my gosh, did you see our Black Friday deals? And like I just let the conversation go from there. And then a lot of times they're like, oh no, I didn't see them yet. And then they're excited about it and they want to know what they are. And then another thing too is like, say for instance, they're already ordering gummies. I know sometimes like in the past, I've been like, they already order the gummies. Like they're not going to want another extra bottle of gummies. So I'm not going to tell them about this other deal because they already order it. But I've had a lot of people that order it and they're like, oh, like my daughter's been wanting to try it, or oh, I want to stock up on this, or like, so-and-so want to try it and I'm going to like give it to them. So like, don't count them out just because they're already ordering that product. Like go ahead and let them know anyway.
Yes. So again, not like prejudging people
Yeah.
like when it comes to telling them. Yeah, I love that. And something else, you guys, like I mentioned kind of briefly, typically there's even for existing distributors, even if you have people that maybe were on your team and maybe they just fizzled out as a distributor, make sure you let them know too about these deals, because you never know. Like they might want to get in on it, they might fall in love with the product again, and they might like want to start doing the business again. Nothing else. I mean, it's volume. Because yes, we want people to be on their products. We want people to love them. We want people to reach their goals. But also we want to be bringing in volume to help us reach our goal. So the more people that we're telling about this, like I said, the more that it's going to, when they place orders, we're going to be bringing in volume. So like we just want to make sure that we're telling everybody that we can. But you never know who it's going to kind of get excited again and kind of get their ball rolling. Something else too, like make sure once they announce the deals, and like I don't know like tonight if they announce what they're gonna be, if they're gonna say I'm sorry, when they're gonna come out, like when they're gonna launch, or exactly what they're gonna do. Sorry, I ate popcorn like right before I got on here, which was really stupid because now I'm like choking on a kernel. um but be dripping it out there on your Facebook or your Instagram, whatever you use, and just say, oh my gosh, like Black Friday deals are coming in 2 days. Who wants to be on my first to know list? Or, who wants to get on my pre-order list if we know what they are? You know what I mean? Make sure that you're putting it out there that we're excited. Like if they announce them tonight and they don't tell us what they like, if they're not like coming out tonight, we can start dripping and saying like, who wants to get on my pre-order list? Start talking to the people now. And make sure that like once they do come out, like you want to be talking about it on your Facebook every single day. And I know sometimes it kind of will feel like we're like beating a dead horse because we're like, oh my gosh, I just talked about the Black Friday yesterday. I just talked about Black Friday yesterday. But you guys, again, these are only for a limited time. And when you're looking at TV, Mandy, I see your mouth gape open. I know you want to. But when you watch TV every day, you're seeing the Black Friday ads on TV, and it's not them saying, "Oh, well, they already saw this. It's going to be annoying." No, because they're drilling it into our heads because they know the more that they show it to us, the more that we're going to flipping think that we need that pot set that we don't need because we bought one last year and I don't need another one this year. But the more they show it to me, the more I'm going to think maybe I do need one. Now that's a really good deal. I might need one in 4 years. I can get this one and have it in the box. You know what I mean? Like they just, and so that's how we want to be. Like we just want to be in their heads because we know that they're watching. And it's only going to take one of those times that they're going to be like, okay, fine, tell me what that is. But also, it's going to be showing that you're excited about this. Like if you're excited about it, people are going to be excited. Mandy, I'll be quiet because I maybe said what you wanted.
No, I was just going to say the same thing about the emails. Like, I cannot tell you how many emails and text message I've gotten from JCPenney, text alerts from Target, and from Victoria's Secret, like all these different places that are like nonstop blowing up my phone about Black Friday deals and like this is happening and all these things. And then I was also going to say too that it says on the calendar that we're supposed to have announcements today. Black Friday deals is Monday and Tuesday. A special Black Friday announcement at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on Wednesday. And then Black Friday deals is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then next Sunday we'll have Cyber Monday announcements. And then Monday and Tuesday are just Monday. I think it's just Monday is like more Cyber Monday deals. So like this is like nonstop for the next week and a couple days of like craziness that we want to take advantage of. And then same thing about the whole like repeating thing. Like me and Jesse were watching a show yesterday, and I'm not kidding you. Every ad was an AT&T ad. And I was like, if I have to watch this ad one more time. But I was like, oh my gosh, but it just like keeps going and over again. And so it's like, we're just going to post on Facebook every single time.
Yeah.
And message them.
Yeah, because you guys, it's a limited time deal. It's a thing we're excited about. So we just, you know what I mean? Like, and if you post about it one time on the first day it's announced and you don't mention it again, why would you think that you're going to have people messaging you about the Black Friday deals? You know what I mean?
Well, only 10% of the people on your page is going to see that one single post. One single post. That's it. Only 10%. So if you keep posting it every day and then you're messaging people, and like I try to think about for me, and I know a lot of other people that their kids touch their phones, so then they open up messages, and then like those people will kind of get like, sometimes you get discouraged, like they didn't answer me, like I don't want to bug them again. But 9 times out of 10, they didn't even see the message because somebody else opened it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I just message them again.
Yeah, for sure. And you guys like, like I said, we're kind of sharing these things. So these are things in the past that we've realized helps. And I do know like we will be coming out with like messages to help you guys like to once we know what they are, we can know more stuff. I know we'll be putting together messages that you guys can use. So if you're sitting over there being like, oh my gosh, they want me to tell people, I don't even know what to say. You guys know that we're gonna bring all that stuff to you guys. Our big thing and our big message that we want you guys to hear is that make sure that you're telling everybody you can about these deals. Like whether it's your potentials, whether it's your existing customers, on your social media, on your stories. If you have their phone, I don't know. I guess we don't have the option anymore. Remember like that one thing we could like text our customers? I guess
think
they
we
don't have
still
that.
I think we still have it.
Oh, okay.
On the Connect app.
Yeah, I don't even know if I have that anymore. But just whatever way that you can do it. If you have a messenger party open, I'm going to be sharing mine in messenger parties. Anywhere that I talk to people, going to your host a post that you have and dropping in the comments a blurb about Black Friday deals. Anywhere that you can get in front of people so that they can know that these are a thing, but not just like posting it, not just, you know what I mean, but like sending the messages and getting it in inboxes, I feel like is really huge. Because that's where we're gonna have the most, I feel like, one-on-one conversation. And even something that I'm probably gonna do, and not that I'm a huge fan of this all the time, I'm probably gonna go live at least some point about the Black Friday deals, just so that people can hear my voice. And not that like I think my voice is that great. No, I like to hear it, but people, I really feel like it makes a difference when people are like, hearing us talking about it and sharing that excitement. So, and I feel like Facebook does like push out those live videos more. So it does get out in front of people more.
And being able to like hold it in your hand and being like, this is on sale right now. Like, this is only this much. And like, this is like my favorite. I love it because XYZ. Like, not only am I losing weight, but it makes me feel like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They can just, it's just like kind of just that added thing. And like, I feel like when they have these Black Friday deals, you guys, and like Cyber Monday, it's like go balls to the wall time. Like, these are like, this is the time. It's going to be kind of a crazy week, I know. And with the holiday and everything, it just like adds it in. But like, just take advantage of this and just whatever they bring out, run with it. Let's tell everybody that we can tell. And the more people that, like, I always think about this too, the more people I start telling, like, at the beginning of the promotion, or like I said, like, maybe I don't know what they'll say tonight, but even if they're like, okay, Black Friday deals, we're going to tell you guys what they are tomorrow. Well, guess what? Tonight, you can start already putting it out there. Black Friday deals are coming. Who wants to be on my list? You know what I mean? Like, don't wait, because the more people that you talk to now at the beginning, you have this whole week still that you'll be able to follow up. So maybe you talk to like Debbie tomorrow and she's like, oh, I don't know, let me think about it for a few days. Well, then you can go back to her by the end of the week and touch base with her. But if we wait to talk to everybody until like when they're like live, say if they went live on Thursday or Friday or whatever, well, we've already like cut ourselves off at the knees and took away like 3 days from ourselves. So just jumping on this, taking advantage of it and not waiting, that's what we want to do. Like, speed is the name of this game here, and just making sure that everybody knows about it. Is there anything else, man, you can think about with the Black Friday?
I can't think of anything.
Is there any questions that you guys have, or anything that like, and even if it's not about Black Friday, you guys can like ask it. But that was just like a big thing I just wanted to talk to you guys about, is just kind of like being a little bit ahead, and also like already spinning in your head like people that you can tell about these deals as soon as they come out. And even like tonight, like even now when we get off of here, you could start messaging people and being like, hey, Black Friday deals are going to be coming. Can I put you on my like first to know list? You know what I mean? Like, just putting it out there. But I want you guys to just be able to start thinking about ideas, some things that you can do to start like taking advantage of that. Follow-up tips. Ooh, I like, Mandy can share a tip, but I would have a message that I've been sending tonight and I really like it. So Mandy, can you share one of your follow-up tips?
Man, nothing like being put on the spot. Let me
Yeah,
think.
come on.
Honestly, just like following up with the people, even if they don't answer. Like, if they don't answer, I'm telling you, um, most of the time it's not because they're just ignoring you. Like, I couldn't tell you how many messages I open and then like my kid screams or something stupid happens and I have to like put my phone down and then my brain's like, oh, I got to go do this, and I completely forget. So like just following up the message. One of my favorite ones is like when they don't say anything and there's just like, oh, like here's the information, and then you're just like, are you there? Like, did you go away? Like, sometimes I'm just like, hey, what do you think? And it's still like one of my absolute favorites because it gives them a chance to be like, I don't know, like, well, what does this mean, or how does this work? And it gives them a chance to open up that and ask questions, so that way I can go back and forth and like we can seal the deal.
Here, I'm going to put this message in this chat so this is a message that I use and I really like it. I don't know why, but I feel like it changes it up a little bit from my like, hey, like I'm working on orders. Do you have a minute? Like, and I plug in their name and then whatever product or pack that we had talked about. But that's when I've used and I've gotten like, it's like works really well for me. And especially like if it's been like a few like weeks maybe since you like followed up with him, you can kind of go back and be like, I didn't forget about you. But or even if you were talking yesterday, maybe you guys had a really good back and forth conversation going and then it just kind of like fell off. That is something that I use to
So okay,
follow.
when said, do you message everyone you asked about host to post? Like, what do you mean, like that you asked about host to post? Like when you message them to host to post? Like and then how often do you follow up? Like, honestly, it depends for me. Follow up the next day.
I don't know why. I guess it's if it's me or Mandy, but somebody's cutting out.
What?
I feel like I don't know if it's you or me, but you keep cutting out.
I do?
Yeah, but maybe it's not me. I was gonna like share my screen really quick. I'm like going way off like script, but whatever. That's what we do here. I'm gonna
Oh,
show
she
you
said something.
guys this message. So tonight, like something that I was doing was so I have this person here, that's Amy. So you can see that like earlier this month we were talking, like I sent her this message and she replied this. That's the only time she responded. So, and I've like obviously tried to go through a couple times and like get something going. So tonight, what I did was I was like, you know what, screw it. I just replied to her one comment that she made to ask my question again. Like she didn't reply to this one. So I just went down here to like ask her again. And I have another lady that I did that with too. And I'm hoping that like for some reason she didn't see this message up here or she was like Mandy said her kids opened it or whatever, and hopefully to like she's gonna see this one and we're gonna jumpstart the conversation. So that's something that like I'll do sometimes if I feel like the conversation like died. I'll just like kind of like say something again or like just say something to try to get it or act as if they did reply. Like even maybe say she gave me more information to work with and I was like, oh, would you want pricing info? And she didn't reply. I could be like, hey, I'm working on orders. Can I send you pricing info? Like, or I'll just send the pricing info. Like if I asked her and she didn't say anything, I would just like send it. Just to because sometimes like people are like weird and like I don't know, even though you ask them a question, they like don't respond. I feel like in their head they're like still waiting for us to just like say the information. So sometimes I'll just send it to like get things going again.
Okay, so Jordan said Courtney taught us to do our shifts and follow up the next day. Do you message everyone you asked the day before or do you wait a few days? So, like for me, whenever I'm doing the follow ups on people that I asked the host to post, and if they like said they were going to host a post, I gave them the host to post and they didn't, I like message them back and just say, hey, like, did you still want to get entered? You know, or hey, like, let me know whenever you get this posted, or hey, did you post this? Like, I can, like, you can send like messages like that. And then as far as like everyone that commented on it, like other, I guess like your potentials, like I feel like the follow up like windows go out the window for Black Friday sale. Like I do not care if I just talked to you yesterday and you left me hanging or you told me no, like I'm still going to follow up that day.
Mm-hmm.
So most of our follow ups focus on people you do talk to and then send a. Yeah.
I'm using too many.
Like I feel like on a normal basis, I try to follow up with the people that I talked to yesterday the next day. And then like I kind of like go like everyone today I'll talk to tomorrow again. And then I try to do it again in 48 hours. And then depending on like where the conversation left, I might wait like a week. But whenever I do Black Friday sales again, like all that goes out the window. Like I do not care. I message them anyway. And
And
then for getting
oh, go ahead.
what?
I was gonna say, as far as like, because she feels like she gets blocked, she might just have to do them in like chunks of like 20 to 25, then go do
Yeah.
something else, and then go do more like with the Black Friday deals and stuff. If you feel like, because there's gonna be a lot of people you're gonna follow up with,
Yes.
you might just have to like chunk it up.
And doing like you can do post too, because like I have a problem with getting blocked. So like here recently, I've been trying to do posts that like will get people to message me. And like I'll go through like you could do a post about like who wants first dibs on our Black Friday sales or who wants to be on the list for Black Friday sales. Like comment. And then when they comment, you can like reply and be like, hey, message me like Black Friday or like message me this. And like even for like host to post, I try to like when they comment like on a weight loss host to post, I'll be like, hey, message me weight loss. And I at least try to get a few, even though maybe like 10% of them message me. And then I go back through and I message the other ones. So that way I'm at least getting a lot of messages to me so that Facebook sees that I'm not just like mass sending out, that I'm also like receiving messages as well and having those conversations back and forth. Where if I send a bunch of them out and they're just like blank, then I feel like that's when Facebook's like, yeah, you got to slow down.
Mm-hmm. She put on there, I think And I don't know if she mean like if I understand like people who you actually are having a conversation with and actually engage with you versus people that like say you message and they don't really reply. Like, do we take those people? Yeah. Like, I mean, I feel like if you have people that you're having a back and forth conversation with, it's a little easier to follow up with those people because they give you a little more to work with. Like, you could tell they were genuinely interested. Now, if you're like, hey, I saw your comment and, you saw you want to lose 20 pounds. Do you drink coffee? And she's like, coffee. Like you saw, I talked to her at the beginning of the month and it's been like a busy month. So she kind of fell off my radar, but I'm not totally going to take her off because she might just be busy and still interested. You know what I mean? So I'm going to like at least like reach back out at some point to try to get the conversation going again because she didn't really say she wasn't interested either. It was just the conversation just kind of like fizzled out for like whatever reason.
Well, like, and two, like for host to post, like sometimes, like, I'm just gonna be really honest. Like sometimes whenever you first start getting host to post out, like you'll get in your head whenever that person doesn't instantly reply because you're like, hello, like you commented on this, like we're having, like I want to have that conversation back and forth. And like whenever they leave you hanging, it like gets in your head for just a second, or it does me. I can't say for anybody else, but for me, it'll get in your head every once in a while. And then like, but when you think about it, the overall like big picture is you just want them to be your friend on Facebook or you want them to follow you because who cares if they don't order right this second? They're going to continue following and that excitement of all the stuff that you're posting about is going to rub off. And when it's the right time, they're going to be like, oh yeah, hey, I want to order. Like I cannot tell you how many people that add me as a friend and then I'm like, oh yeah, they're going to order right now. And then they fall off the cliff and then a month will come by and then they order again or they actually start the conversation and order.
Yeah. People are kind of funny like that. Oh, heck
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. That is a really good idea. Like I would go through and like put images on there, be like Black Friday sales. Like definitely do that. And that's another thing too, that if you do like too many at one time, so I like will do like send out a bunch of messages and then I'll go like put comments in them and then go back and send messages or do something to like mix it up.
Yes. To all that, Jordan.
Yes. Yeah.
Anybody that even like blinked in your direction, like tell them about
Like
the Black Friday deals. Like that's how I'm gonna do it. Like
and like taking so if you go on the road to VIP, and of course you can like do this with anything else too, but on where'd it go? I like had it pulled up. Um if you can like find like Black Friday like deal or Black Friday sale and put on there like putting like your image and then like pointing like do the picture and like pointing and having it like with your face combined with the Black Friday sale or like whenever they announce like our images like putting your face out there, that's really big too, and not just putting a generic Black Friday because a lot of people are like, oh, that's nothing, and they just keep scrolling, but when your face is on it they stop to look at it. I'll get there in just a second.
yeah, I like what you said about the picture. I was looking really quick in my memories to see if I had a Black Friday one on there yet, but I don't from like the years past. They must not have had them out yet. But yeah, like hopefully you guys, these things were helpful to you. Like I said, we just really wanted to share some tips just since the Black Friday deals are going to be coming out. Just some things for you guys to start thinking about, some people you can talk to, some different things you can do with the deals once they're announced. And that way, once we do have them out, we're not then starting from go. Like we're going to be able to already have seeds planted, conversations going, lists made, and that way, when they announce what it is and when it starts and all that, we're going to be like, oh, heck yeah, like I'm already ready to go. But I'm
Like I
really,
found some like old ones that I did, and I like put this one up with like an image of me like holding a product. So like if there's something that's on like a Black Friday deal, like do a picture like with you holding it. If we did like these like I don't know, breaking news like Black Friday's here with like the little like siren pictures at the top that's like Black Friday, because like this is a big thing and it's gonna like people are gonna stop and see that Black Friday and they're gonna want to know what it is. I was looking to see if I could find any other ones.
yeah. So just being excited and shouting it from the rooftops, making sure that you're getting in people's inboxes, letting existing customers know, potentials know, just everybody and just being excited about every day through the duration of the deals is like super important. So if you guys don't have any more questions, we can hop off of here. That way we're not taking up more of your time. And then we'll get a little time before the family call. But thank you guys so much for being on here. I hope you guys got some helpful tips. Of course, if you ever think of anything, you can always like ask us and we'll be happy to share more tips with you guys. And we're just really excited for a great end of the month and holidays. So thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.